Hello guys, in this video we're gonna learn how to animate like Johnny Harris. Johnny is a famous video journalist, YouTuber who makes compelling videos on different topics. We're gonna explore how he animates and we're gonna try to attempt this video of his. Let's watch. It's a pretty cool animation style where he uses a lot of story, layering, and visual style. Make sure that even the introduction animation has a story, and we're going to use a lot of layers. So let's jump right into it without wasting any time. In After Effects, the first thing you have to do is make a composition. I'm going to name the composition Collage for now. Because you can use a lot of pictures and everything. Let's put the duration something like 10 seconds maybe. I'm probably going to use like 7-8 seconds, but let's put 10 seconds for now. After that, I want to make a folder and name it Assets. I've already downloaded a bunch of stuff. These are some old maps. I'm going to start building my background by using a lot of maps because obviously if you're making a Johnny Harris video, you need to have maps. So let's position these maps. I'm gonna put this on the left, and let me fix the scaling a little bit, add some rotation to it. Yeah, and we're gonna fix the colors in the end of the maps if need be. It's not necessary. Again, the same thing for this map too. I'm going to fix the rotation a little bit, fix the scaling a little bit, and place it on the background as if it's on a table. And the third map, probably going to just increase the size of this map a little bit and push it right in the back, way in the back. So yeah, that's cool. Let's move forward. I think I want to add some documents now. And I have a folder which has some old documents. I'm gonna import the folder. Let me put one document on top of it. Now see, you can see the color differences in this, but we're gonna fix them later if need be. Let's do the same thing again. Scale it, rotate it a little bit, and put it on the left side. Let's do it again for another document. Scaling and then rotation. Okay, once I'm done with placing all the documents, I'm gonna make a solid because I just feel the brightness of all these documents and map is too much. So I'm gonna make a solid black and just reduce the opacity to, let's say, 10 maybe, or yeah, this looks good for now. It just kind of reduces the brightness. Okay, now I want to add some stock footage to it. I've already downloaded like a lot of stock footage. So this is a Super 8mm film. Let's fit this to comp. Let's check it out. Yeah, seems decent. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to split the layer. I'm going to cut out the part I don't need. And I'm going to put this right at the start of the video. Looks cool. Oh, the clip ended. So let's split this layer too. And you know what? Let's just trim the comp because I don't really need 10 seconds right now. So this is good. Now I'm probably gonna multiply it. Change the blending mode to multiply. This looks good. Let's add some noise to it. And maybe scale it a little bit because I want the documents and the maps to be the focus on it. And we're gonna add photographs later. So just to make sure that we have room for that too. Let's import a noise file. I have a film noise which I had downloaded. And by the way, this is how it looks without the black solid. Okay, let's add some film noise to it. Let's fit to comp. Looks good. I'm gonna change the blending mode to probably overlay. Yeah, overlay doesn't look good. Okay, let's try different blending modes. Difference, exclusion. Okay, classic difference seems to be working right now. Okay, let's stick with this. Classic difference. Moving on. I'm gonna start adding pictures on top of all these layers now. I think one thing to keep in mind is that you probably wanna keep the let's start. Okay, I've got a bunch of photographs over here. I don't want all of them. I'm probably gonna select these 3. So let's import them and just stack them on top of one another. Make sure that you're placing the photograph beneath the stock footage which you have added, the super 8mm film and the film noise. Okay, let's increase the size scale. Let's scale it a little bit, rotate it. Let's keep it 2 seconds. 2 seconds is fine for now. I'll probably reduce it later. Let's split the layer. Add another picture. Scale it. Maybe rotate it a little bit. So guys, one really important thing is to keep adding layers. Johnny Harris, the style of Johnny Harris is basically adding multiple layers to it. Like you can see, we have a bunch of maps, documents, like we're just hiding things in the background. That is really important to get the visual style which you're looking for. Split this right here, and I'm going to trim this one over here as well, and just zoom it all the way in, scale it, just to give like a jump cut effect to it. So this is how it looks like. There's a lot of yellow in this picture. Let me add lumetri color and change a little bit of the color, make it a little more blue. So let's add a little blue to it. Not a lot, just teeny tiny, so that it resembles the picture. Let's copy and paste it on this image too. Yeah, looks better than before. Okay. Well, let's move on. Let's add the 4th image. I want to scale this one really in because I'm probably gonna play with his face later on. Yeah, let's scale it all the way. What if we add some position to this one? Let's add some motion to this one. Yeah, let's add a keyframe to position. And then maybe bring this picture down a little over here. Okay, position looks nice. I'm probably gonna ease in and ease out the keyframes. By the way, if you're new to After Effects, I would recommend go watch a video on how to just understand the basic functions of After Effects before watching this video. But it's not that difficult. It's very simple, and the more you practice, the more you get better at it. Okay, we've added some easy in and easy out. So let's move on. I want to add a mark on his face. So let's take pen tool and make a small path. Let's make a cross. So this is the color. Let's darken it a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then another shape layer. Complete the cross. Keep saving, guys. Saving is the important thing. Okay, once we're done with that, I wanna use roughen edges. Okay, this is FX console I'm using. It's free. I'm gonna add the link in the description. You can download it. Let's increase the border and some complexity. See the difference? I'm gonna paste it on this. That's the difference of roughen edges. Okay, and let's trim these right over here. Delete these and add trim paths at layer N to both of the shape layers. It's gonna give them the path N effect. Yeah, this is trim path added. This is how it looks. Both of them are coming in together. Let's create some distance so that the cross should, like one path should come, one shape layer should come in first and then the other one. Just a little gap between both of these. A little more maybe. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Let's see how it looks. It's looking good. It's looking good. The layers we're adding on top of it is actually doing half of our job. It looks pretty cool with the film noise and everything. Probably gonna reduce the opacity later. Let me increase the timing of the composition. I want to add one more frame. I want to make this picture disappear. So let's do that. Okay, let's take all of these layers and expand them. Every time I do this, I mess up something. Sure, I'm gonna mess up something over here. Well, there you have it. What did I do? Okay, so something went wrong. I think it's the Super 8mm film, the stock video we downloaded. I think, yeah, it's probably this. See? Okay, let's cut this, delete this, and make a duplicate of this. And bring it down. It darkened a little bit, didn't it? Oh yeah, there's some effect going on. Let me just zoom in on the keyframe and fix this quickly. There you go. Okay, looks good. What I want to do is I want to make another shape layer. Just do like a horizontal marker kind of a thingy. Let's take pen tool, make a rectangle. Probably gonna change the color to, let's say, I don't know, black maybe. Let's remove stroke and fill solid color. Oh, yellow's too much. I'm probably gonna use yellow later. Okay, black. Let's trim it. Delete. To split the layer, by the way, the shortcut is Control Shift D or Command Shift D on Mac. Okay, once you have this, let's go to path. And so this, at this point, I want it to look like this. But when it starts off, right here, I do not want it to appear. So obviously I'm going to take both these keyframes and make them disappear. Copy this roughen edges and paste it on top of it. So that's a little rough. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, let's give it a little wiggle. Let's use the evolution. Add a keyframe and just bump that evolution up. It's gonna give like a wiggle effect. Again, guys, I'm gonna post FX console in the description. If you want it, it's for free. You can download it. Let's reduce the opacity a little, so it's not too much on the face. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Okay, I want to get rid of the image of this person now, and I want it to be a little abrupt. So let's see. Should it be abrupt or should we just do burn effect? We can also do burn effect. Okay, this is the image. Let's split the layer. Let's delete it. Let's bring it back. Let's do the burn effect. I'm gonna search burn, CC burn film. Just add it right here. Add a keyframe in the start and a little, like a second, half a second. Add the burn effect. This is how it looks like. So it's basically a transition between the first layer and the second layer. So this looks cool. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna reduce the opacity as we go along. Press T to change the opacity. Add a keyframe on opacity. 100 on the ending. So let's reduce the opacity here. So this is how it looks like now. This looks good. Yeah, looks good. So reducing the opacity really helps. Otherwise, it's just too prominent, which we don't really want. We want things to be subtle. This is the shape layer. So what I want is when the image is changing, I want this horizontal marker to just change its size and be a little bigger than it already is. So let's add keyframe on shape and position so that we know the starting point. And then right after that keyframe, like a couple of frames later, add another keyframe. It looks good, but something is happening on the left side, so we might need to fix the path. Let's add a keyframe over here. Select these edges. Oh, not this one. Wrong layer. Zoom in. Guys, make sure to subscribe if you've watched the video till here, and I hope this is helpful. If you have any recommendations and if you have any tutorials which you want me to make, please make sure to comment and I will try to do my best. By the way, this is how it looks, the black solid. Let's increase the black solid a little bit, darken the background a little more so that we can focus on the pictures. And yeah, looks good. I think we're done with the collage part. Looks amazing. Looks pretty decent. Let's do one more thing. Let's take a document and make like an overlay on top of this picture. So to do that, just import the document onto your timeline in the composition. Let's split the layer. Let's split the layer right here too. Or maybe I'll extend it, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just expand it. Okay, let's rotate it a little bit and we will scale in, like zoom in a lot. We don't want to read what's in it, we just want to overlay it. And let's change the blending mode. Let's try different blending modes to see what we want. Probably going to reduce the opacity a little bit too. Not this, obviously not this. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah. This, I like this. Let's decrease the opacity a little bit. Should we zoom in? Let's bring in the picture. So let's make this opacity 0 on the first keyframe. And then slowly it reveals. And let's zoom in a little more so that we can focus on his face. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's move it around a little bit. Again, most of these things are experimental. You want to make sure that you have a lot of things downloaded already so that you're not surfing the internet while you're working on it. Just have an archive of old documents, maps, and photographs and shit like that. Things like that so that you can use them later on. And a good habit is downloading whenever you see something, just make sure you download it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little motion to it. So I'm keyframing the position and just adding, this might be a little too much. Yeah, it's a little too much. Let's delete this keyframe and a little bit positioning. Let's add some motion to the overlay text. Add keyframes to the position. And yeah, looks good. Should I get rid of the black solid or do this maybe? I don't know, maybe not, maybe it was okay the way it was. Yeah, I think we should move on to the next frame now. This one is good, otherwise we'll just keep on working. Let's trim the comp a little bit and trim comp. Just look at it once more. Looks great. Okay, let's move on. Now I want to make another composition, and maybe let's call it title. Let's just call it montage, or maybe just call it title. Yeah. Okay, the first thing I want to start doing is I want to add stock footage. So old, very old footage, which I have downloaded. Let's import the folder. I'm going to start taking some really old footage and start doing fast cuts, like 2 seconds max. Let's import this video, transform. Okay, fit to comp. It has some watermarks. Let's scale them. Scale in. Okay, let me play with the position a little bit. Let's just scale in and change the position. Yeah, this part looks good. I can see the Union Jack of the British Empire. Let's add it in the first. In the start, let's add it in the start. Yeah, so 1.5 seconds. We can change it later always. Okay, let's take another video. Fit to comp. We've got the Mahatma Gandhi of India. Yeah, this bit looks good. Let's trim it, delete this bit, add it to next to the Union Jack. And maybe reduce the size of it, it's too long. Yeah. Make sure you keep saving your project and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment. And if you want me to make any video about any other kind of animation, drop a comment and I'll try to do it. Also like the video, guys, for engagement. You know how the algorithm works. I want more people to watch this. Okay, let's add another video. Let's copy the scale and the position and paste it in this video. Okay, this looks fine. Let me just recheck it real quick. Place it. And okay, we've got some soldiers. Let's take this bit, split, and split layer, delete the format. Let's put it in the second. Yeah, let's put Gandhi in the third bit. So we've got Union Jack, we've got some soldiers, and then Gandhi. It's time for us to add the Queen. Fit to comp, or you can just copy the scale and position. Here's the Queen Elizabeth. This bit looks good. Let's just split the layers, delete them. Take another layer. Oh, this looks good. I'm probably gonna replace this with the soldier one. Okay, let's delete this. Let's split this. Let's get rid of this too. I'm gonna replace this with this clip. And maybe then show Gandhi. Yeah. Let's delete the Russians. Sorry, Russians. Let's add the queen after this. And then maybe another bit of the queen. I remember there was a part where she was weaving. Yeah, here it is. And let's split layer. So again, guys, the story is really important. Building the story through your shots, through your visualization, through the visualization is really important. So make sure whatever you're doing, you are keeping the story in mind. And this is the introduction, people. This is the first thing people are going to watch when they view your video. So keep all of those things in mind. Okay, let's add a text layer now. How to colonize a country, because that is what the British Empire was good at. Let's change the color. You can use the text, the font, as per the story of your video, whatever the style is, whatever your style is. Okay, and let's add some drop shadow to it. Now, okay, let's align it in the center. It's already aligned. Great. Let's split the layer over here. And should I trim paths? There should be a typewriter. Let's search typewriter. Yeah, there is typewriter. There it is. It's looking good so far. Okay, great. Let's take pen tool and highlight the colonize part. We don't want any fill, just want a stroke. Solid color, increase the thickness of the stroke and blend it, overlay. Now you can add trim path. And let's just split the layer before adding the trim path. I don't want it from the start. When how to colonize a country is written, maybe add it over here. Yeah. Maybe like scale it a little bit. Position. No, wrong layer. Oh. Let's just do it manually. I don't want to mess up. Okay, add a little roughness to it. Again, this is FX console. I'm gonna add the link in the description if anyone wants to download it. It's for free. Let's add a little roughness to it. Complexity, border, and give it some evolution keyframe just for a little movement. Okay, done. What's next? Let's go to the collage composition and copy all these shape layers, the cross and the horizontal black marker. I don't want to remake them, I'm just going to reuse them. And let's put the cross on the queen's face. Let's take the cross and put it on the queen's face. Maybe reduce the opacity a little bit. Should we add the cross here or on the previous screen? I'm not sure. Okay, I don't like this horizontal. I don't feel it's doing anything right here. Let's rotate it. Let's put it on the bottom and the left. Let's get rid. Let's get rid of the position keyframes. And maybe change the color of it. I'm not sure. Should we change the color? Yeah, man, let's make it red. So a lot of black and white going on. Let's add some red color to it and decrease the opacity a little bit. 35. Okay, now I'm going to take a pen tool and make a circle. Yeah, let's make a circle. Let's get rid of the fill. Decrease the thickness of it. Let's get rid of the fill and maybe make it yellow. Something yellow. Let's make the thickness 50 or maybe 80. Change the color to yellow. Decrease the opacity a little bit. Again, add roughness, border, complexity. Link in the description for FX console if anyone wants it. It's for free. And they're not paying me, so feel free to use it. Let's add trim path. Looks good. This red is bothering me. I'm gonna do something. Let's change the blending mode of this circle, something a little more subtle. Let's scale it up a little bit and push it towards the right. Let's get rid of this line. Let's decrease the opacity a little more, 15%. And yeah, let's take the cross and put it on the queen and the previous screen. Take both these layers and just bring them here, change the position. Let's put it on our face. And then, do I want it on this screen? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Let's just delete them. Okay, this is how it looks. We have the cross on her face, then we've got the title text, we've got some lines going on. Yeah. I think we're done with this title composition as well. It might seem a little too colory, but we're going to reduce the colors. Let's mute everything. Go back to project. What we want to do now is, okay, let's do one more thing. Let's take this document layer, which we used as overlay. Let's go back to the collage folder and copy that document overlay we did and put it in the title composition. Maybe on this frame. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. So let's just reduce the opacity a little more, make it a little more subtle. 10 looks good. Yeah, looks good. Okay, let's make another composition. Let's call it final. And this is where we're gonna add both of these. Let's increase the duration of the final composition, 20 seconds. Okay, bring both the compositions we made, collage and title, to this final composition. Place them properly. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I have a film burn, film leaks effect. Let's add those, see how they look. Not necessarily pretty cool looking film leaks. Let's see if we can add them. I want to add some film leaks throughout the video and then specifically where the two compositions are joining. So let's first do that. And don't worry, I'm going to change the blending mode so it's not going to be burning red. Let's change the blending mode now. Let's try different blending modes and see how they look. There is a black. What is this? Oh, no. I want the footage to be visible in the background as well. This is one way to do it, but I want the footage to be visible. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, and then let's try this one as well. Let's import this, transform, fit to comp. What do we have? Let's slice it a little. Change it to multiply maybe. Overlay. Let's try different blending modes until we can find what we really want. What's happening here? Okay, it's very subtle. If you want to go with this, but I just feel it's taken away a lot of color. I'm not sure if I want to stick with this. Let's comp. Guys, I think we're done with it. And yeah, this is about it. Let's add it to render queue. And let's render the footage. Change the setting. We don't want audio. We'll add it later. Audio is, by the way, another important thing. So you have to work on the audio, download some SFX, sound effects, and this is how it's gonna look like. So this is how it looks like, guys. Let's watch it. That was all, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more. Take care and goodbye, everyone.